Hello friends, I welcome you to the Cafe Mutual channel, and like always we've got yet another path-breaking individual who's been making news in our industry. She is the very first woman founder of any mutual fund company, and she's been creating waves. Whether it is in distributor engagement or with the kind of monies that she's raising across various NFOs. So let's chat with Madhu Lunawat, who's the founder and CEO of the Wealth Company, and let's hear it from her on what is really setting her apart from the other funds that are currently in the market. First of all, Madhu, many congratulations to you for raising 2,000 crores across 4 NFOs. For a debutant AMC, that's a significant achievement.
Thank you so much.
Please share with us what are the 3 factors that you thought was contributing to this mega success?
First is our Bharat-centric approach leading to financial inclusion, and which is where we were able to cover thousands of pin codes and got tremendous response. So we traveled across the country, focusing more on the real Bharat. That's where we got response also. Secondly, I would say our from day one we have been very vocal about our distributor-focused approach. And when we went out and met all of them and shared our vision of how we are here to uplift the and do better for the MFD community, I think that is another significant factor which played a very important role in mobilizing such large sum of money. And third, Anita, is always the relentless hard work we have been doing since last so many years.
Absolutely. I can see that. I can see the amount of traveling and meetings that are happening, and it's amazing to see that those efforts are showing such great results. So Madhu, MFDs can use the existing funds to do asset allocation for their clients. Why should they consider a multi-asset allocation fund?
It's a very pertinent question, Anita. MFD can definitely do it. They are much more capable to do it. But I think MFDs are business entrepreneurs. They should focus more on business strategies, and why to reinvent the whole wheel. If you see multi-asset allocation funds, this is such a beautiful product where you have a fund manager who is taking care of the asset allocation, who is taking care of the diversification as well, because this asset class, I'll just take you a little back. Traditional diversification is all about equity and debt. Sure. Whereas this asset class allows you even to participate in commodities, and we all know commodities have negative or low correlation compared to equities, so it gives you that hedge and gives you that performance when probably equities are not performing. And secondly, MFD, if they have multiple clients, right, they won't have the time to do it for each and every client. And here is this one portfolio, one scheme where you have expert fund managers who are doing it day in, day out, comes with tremendous number of years of experience doing it for you, rebalancing it, and the tax advantages which comes along. Like for example, if the allocation to equities goes up, when the markets have, as we are in a bull, if we are in a bull cycle, the fund manager would rebalance it appropriately. So I think for those things, MFD should not look at doing it themselves.
Got it. And according to you, how could they position this to their clients? Give us some tips on how they could simplify this for their clients and sell it. So what are your strategies for them?
First, I would say this is a all-weather portfolio. It gives you right mix of all asset classes which are not correlated to each other, as I mentioned earlier. So that's one. Second, why don't we think it as a balanced diet? For example, in a balanced diet, you need protein, which is your debt for stability. You need carbohydrates, which is your equity for all the energy and growth. And then you need vitamins and minerals, so that your antibodies and all are developed in which could be your gold and other commodities. And what more, you have an expert chef, which is your fund manager, doing it everything for you and presenting it to you. So that's I would say the second. And third, it's a scheme which the beauty is the simplicity. It's like if you want to sleep peacefully, if you want to ensure that your goals are met goal oriented your products. And secondly, if you want to bring that lower volatility, no other product which there's no other product which gives you similar or equal or better returns than equity funds, but half volatility compared to equity funds.
Okay, you've spoken like a true nurturer and a creator, in this case a wealth creator. So that was an interesting answer. I'd also like to know from you, so there are many other multi-asset funds in the market. What is different with the wealth company multi-asset fund?
So first is it's not a equity heavy multi-asset.
Okay.
We at Wealth Company, we believe whichever product you launch, it should be true to label. When we are saying multi-asset, it has to be multi-asset, which means you need to have proper mix of all the three asset classes, equity, debt and commodities, one. Secondly, when we say multi-asset, and when we all know that 90% of your returns are dependent on asset allocation. And asset allocation is also all about reducing the volatility, reducing exceedance, right? Returns are a byproduct.
Absolutely.
So when you are saying that you are launching a multi-asset, that also means that you are here to reduce the volatility for your clients. And for us, especially when we are so Bharat-centric, our role is when we are encouraging new investors to come in and participate in the mutual funds, our responsibility is to ensure that the volatility reduces. So that's where this our multi-asset is not equity heavy. It will have right mix of all the three asset classes, which is where we will be able to reduce the volatility for our investors.
That's very unique. And in your personal experience, how has asset allocation helped you with your wealth creation?
It's a very tricky question. The reason being, see, I'm an entrepreneur, right? And when you are growing your business, we cannot have asset allocation. Entrepreneurs are those who do things so differently, so that, and they have to do it day in, day out, most part of your lives, so that later on you can create a legacy which others won't be able to create. So when you are on that path, Anita, you are not able to do asset allocation. I'll be very honest, for entrepreneurs. Reason being, my entire money is into the products which I bring it out to the market. So it will be mutual fund or it will be AIFs. We are very large in AIFs. So I think it is lopsided as of now.
Okay. And what, according to you, are some of the mistakes that clients should avoid when they are doing the asset allocation, or distributors could avoid when they are doing asset allocation for their clients?
The most important and it's very simple, we all know about it, is the emotional biases which creep in. So I have seen people will see the performance of last 3 years and then allocate, right? We have seen people chasing recent returns and then doing it. We have seen that in thematics in the past, right? So, and then we have also seen people take their risk. What they perceive as risk and what they communicate are two very different altogether. This is the most important problem. I may think I'm a very risk averse investor, but the decisions which I take are very risky ones. So this behavioral gap is something we are grappling with at the moment, and that's if you see percentage of the what is happening in the portfolios, why we are not able to create wealth when it is so easy. Right? We all hear 20 years mein money, thousands of money getting into crores and multi crores, only because of our emotional biases.
Correct.
That's I would say the most important reason.
Okay. And Madhu, you've been taking a lot of initiatives which are for the betterment of the distribution fraternity. You did launch MFDD and MF Dost. What are some of the other distributor engagement programs and initiatives that you are running to improve the way they function, the way they are catering to the needs of their clients?
So distributors are entrepreneurs like me, and who they're better than me can understand the problems of entrepreneurs. So first, there was an issue with the numbers. Our numbers are so low, which is where we launched MFDD and then we launched MF Dost. Second, we are doing a handholding program where we are taking them through this entire exercise. Can we grow our AUM 10x? हम 10x vision करेंगे, then probably we may end up having 5x or 4x or 2x, whatever it is. But let's have the vision at least, right? So there's a second we have started. We had 2 series already and a tremendous success we are seeing. Third, we are using a lot of AI. We are seeing that while these are no जो एक mom and pop syndrome, Anita, you would have heard.
Yes.
See, mom and pop syndrome में ना professional management नहीं रहता है, which is where you see a lot of gaps nowadays. So we are training them that you need to free up your time from these daily activities of servicing and client handholding. Your role is more of strategy and sales. Right? You hire people. Entrepreneurs have to give employment also, generate employment also. No? So that's the third part. Fourth part, which we receive a lot of interest and a lot of queries from our MFDs, that Madhu, we are not getting right employment, and we are partnership. They start with partnership, but after a few 100 crores of AUM, it all the this conflict starts. So which is where we said, who better than your own partner can be there with you in business? And they say कि यार मधु हमारी वाइफ सुनती नहीं है. I said okay, but let me play that role. So along with me we have other female MFDs who are playing an active role in their business. So we all have come together and curated this program where we are encouraging all the MFDs, better halves हो सकती है, उनकी sisters हो सकती, whoever the female members. जैसे हम MF दीदी, it's basically a extension of MF दीदी only. Right. So and because ये MF दीदी से भी ज़्यादा successful इसलिए हो सकता है because इस case में उनके पास already IRN है and they are already doing business. So this is another program is we are launching. And last, what we have launched, the behavioral we spoke about.
Yes.
So behavioral, how we can coach, how we can handle such kind of client rejections, client queries which are based on behavioral biases. That's what we are doing.
That's wonderful. That's been really innovative, path breaking to a large extent. And I wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Not just for the Multi Asset Allocation Fund, but for every initiative that you take up.
Thank you so much, Anita.
Thank you so much for watching this.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.